So I thought about something today, being in this situation. I mean, I just read my horoscope. Why do I do that? Why do we read horoscopes? We want to know the future. Somebody tell me the future. Prepare for rocky roads up ahead. Oh, baby. So I'm in deep thought with mainly the wonderful chat I had with His Honor Ben Yosef Edery yesterday. His blog that I read early in the morning. Picture of his family, his kids, what he's doing. He got a building. And he, yesterday in the YouTube, was talking about how Yahweh, Hashem, God, put him and this other individual together. Yes, he did. God, the creator. I want to role play. Please understand, not meant to be blasphemous, sacrilegious, disrespectful at all. Role playing our creator that all of us say we accept as true, our creator. I'm going to role play because I'm in this quandary of all things or some things, all things or some things, as far as his intervention, our creator. All things, meaning down to the very smallest particle unit of creation that I created. Okay, here we go. I created. So I created, manifested, brought about the smallest units in this reality that the created, we believe we're created, are in. So I created you and everything about you, down to the smallest unit of you, including the vibration, which is all you are, is a vibration, including encompassing all the vibration of your very thought that you think are you. You go ahead, you keep thinking your thoughts are you. I created the smallest unit of everything, and also, along with that creation of the smallest unit of everything, I created this gem called planet Earth. Man, what a gem. Life giving, water, and it's all made out of gases. Pretty cool, huh? And you that are created, you haven't seen with all your technology any other gem like you're living on. I created that. I created you. I created every small unit that you're capable of even delving into. Your atoms, your very thoughts. I created all that. This planet that you're on, I also created the sun, the rays necessary to grow, the oxygen combined with carbon, the water, two gases invisible, the elements, which are almost weightless. So so gases and weightless almost elements are everything. Oxygen, carbon dioxide. Oh, yes. And when the sun shines down that I created on these seeds that I created that grow because of my creation of growth, incremental steps to growth with invisible gases that you can't see until I do some chemistry and create a tree. Voila. Which is made out of nothing, basically. But that nothingness gives off a gas called carbon dioxide that, no, excuse me, wrongo, dongo, oxygen. A tree gives off oxygen created out of nothing that you need, and you give off a byproduct what that tree needs, fertilizer. The planets that spin around this gem called Earth, they spin harmoniously. There can't be one miscalculation or it'll all crash into each other. Sign of my perfection. On that planet, there's a species I created. I wanted something to do. And I gave them materials to document things. And I created a specific sect of this species known as the chosen people. Everybody knows of this chosen people. I said they're chosen. I wrote down, and they have documented both verbally, father to son and daughter, or father to son, and on papyrus, a genealogy of the first creation. First, I created a guy. Then I created a female to come, oof, what pleasure, senses. I gave you senses, seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, feeling. Oh, wonderful. Gave you all that. Mm-hmm. Procreation, the mystery of phallic yin and yang, 1 and 0, and then I gave you the ability to produce and multiply with your children. More joy. Oh, I also, in the chosen people, and if you look almost 6,000 years in the calendar that they've kept, Gentiles and everybody else, they're still rocking with the oldies. My teaching, some of them. But for a race to endure what they've endured and document it for almost 6,000 years and still be honoring me and bowing and coming together and following the tradition should be very telling to the rest of the world. They are the most well read. They are the richest. Life leaves clues. But yet, there's a problem. Am I omniscient? Yes, I know I am. Did I have an instruct prophecy to the mind that I control so I can see into the future? I told this chosen race about the end times, what would happen at the end times. Evil would be beyond, but I created that evil because it has to balance. The goodness of the goodness of the goodness has to balance with the badness of the wickedness of the most vile. To me, the golden ratio in the middle. But you're in a position where you're not me. You're finite. You're a little bit, a wisp, and then you're gone. The invisible part of you. Having experienced the gem and the rules that were given by me, how you doing? Well, I know how you're doing because I wrote this story. I know the story. I know the end. Why and how couldn't I know the story and know the end of the story? I created all the units. That is everything. I created time. Do you understand? So I know the end of the story. I know the end of your story and my story. I know everything. So that's what I'm stuck with as I come out of my role playing as Yahweh. What I just said has been recorded 10 minutes, and I'm in a quandary. Because the meaning of that is chill out and let it unfold. And believe in an infinite creator, no matter what.